Creating a thriving oasis, desert garden ideas for a beautiful and sustainable landscape. Desert regions are often characterized by their harsh climate, limited water resources, and seemingly inhospitable terrain. However, with careful planning and the right selection of plants and design elements, it's possible to create a stunning and sustainable desert garden that not only survives but thrives in these arid conditions. In this videos, we'll explore a variety of desert garden ideas that showcase the unique beauty of xeriscaping while promoting water conservation and environmental stewardship. Embracing native plants, the foundation of desert gardens. One of the most critical aspects of designing a successful desert garden is selecting plants that are well adapted to the local climate and soil conditions. Native plants have evolved to withstand the extreme temperatures, intense sunlight, and scarce rainfall typical of desert environments, making them ideal choices for a low-maintenance and water-wise landscape. Cacti and succulents, icons of the desert. No desert garden would be complete without the inclusion of cacti and succulents. These water-storing plants come in an incredible array of shapes, sizes, and even colors, providing year-round interest with minimal care. From the towering saguaro and barrel cacti to the more petite prickly pear and hedgehog varieties, there's a cactus to suit every garden style. Pair them with equally diverse succulents like agave, aloe, and echeveria for a striking textural contrast. Desert wildflowers, a burst of color. While deserts may appear barren at first glance, they burst into life with vibrant wildflowers following seasonal rains. Incorporate native desert wildflowers like desert marigold, globe mallow, and penstemon into your garden to add pops of color and attract pollinators. These flowers not only bring visual interest but also help support local ecosystems. Drought-tolerant trees and shrubs, creating structure and shade. To add vertical interest and provide much-needed shade in a desert garden, consider planting drought-tolerant trees and shrubs. Desert-adapted species like mesquite, palo verde, and acacia offer dappled shade while requiring minimal irrigation once established. For lower-growing structure, look to shrubs such as sage, brittlebush, and creosote bush, which also contribute fragrance and seasonal blooms. Designing with desert-inspired hardscaping. In desert gardens, hardscaping plays a crucial role in both aesthetics and functionality. By incorporating elements that mimic the natural desert landscape, you can create a cohesive and visually appealing outdoor space, while also addressing practical concerns like erosion control and water management. Decorative gravel and stone. Using a variety of gravel, pebbles, and larger stones in your desert garden design can add texture, color, and visual interest, while also serving as a low-maintenance ground cover. Consider different sizes and hues of gravel to create patterns or define distinct areas within the garden. Larger boulders and rock formations can be strategically placed to mimic natural desert outcroppings and provide a sense of permanence. Dry creek beds and rain gardens. Dry creek beds are not only visually appealing but also serve an important purpose in desert landscaping. These stone-lined channels help direct and slow the flow of occasional heavy rains, preventing erosion and allowing water to percolate into the soil. During dry periods, they create the illusion of a natural watercourse. Similarly, rain gardens, slight depressions planted with native species, can capture and filter runoff, making the most of precious rainfall. Permeable pathways. When designing walkways and patios in a desert garden, opt for permeable materials that allow water to seep through rather than running off. Loose gravel paths, stepping stones set in sand, or permeable pavers not only complement the desert aesthetic, but also contribute to sustainable water management practices. Water features, a desert oasis. While it may seem counterintuitive, incorporating water features into a desert garden can create a refreshing focal point and support local wildlife. The key is to design these elements with water conservation in mind. Recirculating fountains and rills. Small-scale water features like recirculating fountains or narrow channels can provide the soothing sound and cooling effect of water without excessive evaporation. Choose designs that minimize exposed water surface area and consider using native aquatic plants to help oxygenate and filter the water naturally. Wildlife-friendly basins, shallow basins or bird baths made from natural materials like stone can offer a water source for local birds, bees, and other pollinators. Place these features near shrubs or trees to provide shelter and perches for visiting wildlife. Remember to maintain and refill them regularly, especially during hot summer months. Celebrating the desert night, lighting and nightscaping. Desert gardens take on a magical quality after sunset, and thoughtful lighting can extend the enjoyment of your outdoor space well into the evening hours. Nightscaping not only enhances safety and security, but also creates dramatic effects that highlight the unique forms and textures of desert plants. Uplighting specimen plants. Use low-voltage or solar-powered spotlights to illuminate standout cacti, succulents, or trees from below. This technique casts intriguing shadows and silhouettes, transforming ordinary plants into living sculptures after dark. Focus on plants with interesting architectural shapes or a statuesque presence for maximum impact. Subtle path lighting. Rather than overpowering the natural beauty of the night sky, opt for subtle path lighting that guides movement through the garden. Solar-powered stake lights or recessed LED fixtures can provide just enough illumination to ensure safe footing without creating light pollution. String lights and lanterns. For a whimsical and inviting atmosphere, consider draping string lights overhead in seating areas or wrapping them around the trunks of trees. Alternatively, hanging lanterns from branches or pergolas can create a warm, intimate glow perfect for outdoor entertaining. Vertical gardening. Maximizing space and interest. In desert landscapes where ground-level planting may be limited due to poor soil conditions or the desire to conserve water, vertical gardening techniques can add lushness and visual intrigue without increasing the irrigated footprint. Living walls and succulent frames. Create stunning living artwork by mounting succulents and air plants in wall-mounted frames or repurposed pallets. These vertical gardens not only save space but also make a bold statement, bringing greenery to eye level and softening hard surfaces like walls and fences. Trellises and vines. While many desert vines are vigorous growers that require judicious pruning, they can be trained on trellises, arbors, or along fences to provide shade and privacy. Look for drought-tolerant options like trumpet vine, queen's wreath, or passion flower to add colorful blooms and attract hummingbirds and butterflies. Stacked planters and towers. Take advantage of vertical space by stacking containers or using specially designed planting towers. This approach allows you to grow a variety of succulents, herbs, or even edibles in a compact area while creating an eye-catching sculptural element in the garden. Edible desert gardens, from prickly to delicious. Contrary to popular belief, desert gardens can be productive as well as beautiful. Many edible plants are well adapted to arid conditions, offering the opportunity to grow fresh, organic produce with minimal resources. Fruit trees and shrubs. Certain fruit trees, such as pomegranate, fig, and citrus varieties, can thrive in desert climates when given appropriate care. Plant them in areas where they'll receive some protection from intense afternoon sun, and consider using gray water or harvested rainwater for irrigation. For smaller spaces, look to fruiting shrubs like juju or desert hackberry. Raised bed vegetable gardens. Elevate your edible garden, literally, with raised beds filled with rich, well-draining soil. This method allows you to grow a wide range of vegetables, from heat-loving tomatoes and peppers to cooler season greens in a controlled environment. Utilize shade cloth or row covers during the hottest months to extend the growing season. Native edibles and medicinals. Explore the traditional food and medicinal uses of native desert plants. Prickly pear cactus pads and fruit are not only edible but also packed with nutrients. Other options include mesquite pods for flour, chia seeds, and herbs like desert sage or epazote. Always research proper identification and preparation methods before consuming any wild harvested plants. Sustainable water management, the lifeline of desert gardens. At the heart of every successful desert garden is a commitment to wise water use. By employing a combination of efficient irrigation methods and water harvesting techniques, you can maintain a thriving landscape while minimizing reliance on municipal water supplies. drip irrigation and smart controllers. Drip irrigation systems deliver water directly to plant roots, reducing evaporation and ensuring that every drop counts. Pair them with smart controllers that adjust watering schedules based on weather conditions, soil moisture levels, and the specific needs of different planting zones within your garden. Rainwater harvesting. In regions where brief but intense rainstorms are common, capturing this free resource can significantly offset irrigation demands. Install rain barrels or cisterns to collect runoff from roofs and direct it to your garden. For larger properties, consider more extensive earthworks like swales and berms to passively harvest and distribute rainwater across the landscape. Graywater recycling. With proper precautions, gray water from sinks, showers, and washing machines can be safely used to irrigate certain areas of your desert garden. This practice not only conserves potable water, but also reduces the strain on septic systems or municipal treatment facilities. By integrating these diverse elements, from carefully selected plant pellets and water-wise hardscaping to innovative gardening techniques and resource-efficient systems, you can create a desert garden that is both strikingly beautiful and ecologically responsible. Such landscapes not only provide personal enjoyment and connection with nature, but also serve as living examples of sustainable design in even the most challenging environments. As water scarcity becomes an increasingly pressing global issue, desert gardens offer valuable lessons in resilience, adaptation, and the artful use of limited resources. By embracing the unique character of arid ecosystems and working in harmony with natural processes, we can cultivate outdoor spaces that celebrate the stark beauty of the desert while fostering a deeper appreciation for its fragile balance. Whether you're working with a small urban lot or an expansive rural property, these desert garden ideas invite you to reimagine what's possible in dry climates and to discover the rich rewards of gardening in concert with the land.